American time or Egyptian time here?
American time, always.
Good to see you again. All right, everybody's here.
Yes.
Team 4, Abdurrahman, Ali, and Isra. Are you here?
Yes.
We are here. Hello, can you hear me?
Team 4, part 1. Yes, we can hear you, Ahmed.
Yes.
All right. When you're ready, let me know. I will give you the floor and mute myself. The Rahman is not here.
We're waiting for him because
It's fine, no problem.
He will join right now.
No problem.
So he needed a break after all.
Dr. Rahman didn't do anything yet.
No, he just opened his mobile data because his router has a problem. So.
Oh, no problem. No, okay, fix your problem, Ali.
No,
Take your time.
it's fixed. It's fixed. Don't worry.
Or
He's joining.
Ali, did you change your t-shirt?
This is a good observation.
Good question.
Detail.
Good question.
A very, very good question. Yes.
Yeah. The teacher must have a good observation.
Yeah.
Yes, you are a good teacher. Yes. Yeah, we have Abdurrahman now.
So Abdurrahman.
He's here. Yeah.
Here. Okay, let's share our screen.
The floor is yours.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, welcome everybody. How are you today?
Doing great.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Let's start our lesson today, or our project today. Empowering 21st century teachers, mastering interviews, email writing, and tech awareness. Okay, let's move. Okay. First of all, let's know each other. Here's my team. I am Ali Tantawi, and in the middle, and here's Abdurrahman Ahmed and Isra Ahmed. We all are real trainees, okay, and we will introduce and do the project right now. First of all, I wanna thank Real Cairo for this marvelous chance and opportunity for all of us, the Mansoura Group, to join such a great scholarship with a great Dr. Wala, and also Dr. Amira. They were very dedicated, and especially Dr. Wala, she is a role model for me in her flexibility and her lovely face. She's always happy and smiling, and actually I don't know how she does it, but special powers. And let's start our presentation today. Let's move. Okay, that's our agenda today. First, introduction and background and context. Then challenges faced by teachers, challenges faced by learners, and strategies and solution for all these challenges. And after that, the conclusion and Q&A and feedback. Okay, now let's start with Abdurrahman Ahmed. Abdurrahman, the floor is yours.
Okay, how are you guys today?
Doing great.
Fine.
What about you?
More than great. Okay, So let's talk about our topic today. Okay, let's start with the introduction. Okay, so as you know, our topic was empowering 21st century teachers, mastering interviews, email writing, and tech or technical awareness. Okay, so as an introduction for this topic, okay, so in today's world, as you know, like teachers need to know more about not just knowledge, they have to know, or they have to have more skills, which we call 21st century skills. Okay, so by learning these skills, teachers can create a better learning environment for the students and be ready for the changes of today's classroom. Okay, so if you ask me what are 21st century skills, I would say there are many that you have to have as a 21st century teacher, okay, such as email writing, tech awareness, mastering interviews, creativity, leadership, which is I'm struggling with it, as well. You have to be initiative, okay, so using effective technologies in better education and stay updated with new technologies as well, we can say that, and to write professional emails for sure. Okay, so if you ask me about the objective of this presentation, what would I know at the end? You're going to know how to write, or how to the importance of email writing, the importance of tech awareness. You have to be like technical, like, or you have to know a lot about the technical awareness. As well, we're going to know and to face many challenges related to interviews, as well many challenges in general that faces the 21st century teachers, okay? And to know also the 21st century skills, okay? So here, let's start with background and context. Okay, let's talk about the current educational environment, okay? So, and some challenges. So we have some challenges nowadays, especially in the places that maybe that miss a lot of these things that I wrote here. As you can see, using technology in classroom, lack of digital tools, as well lack of training for the teacher. Okay, so it's a big challenge for the teachers nowadays because they they, they cannot use the technology in the classroom in proper way. Okay, the teachers find it hard to use it nowadays, as well lack of training. They do not get much training as well. They cannot work in teamworks, and which is I'm really struggling with it also. So these challenges can be tough for teachers, as you can see. Some examples and evidence for what we are facing nowadays, especially in rural schools, they miss the infrastructure, which makes the digital learning so hard because they don't have the quality that's required, like the technologies. The teachers are not trained that much. They don't have enough chances, which limits the ability to learn new skills. Okay, so as you can see here, these are the challenges that we wrote. So these issues affect how the teachers can teach and can teach the environment to the students, which create a bad environment to learn in it. As well, they have to be able to use model tools and technology. They have to be trained well. So solving this problem will make or will create a better learning environment for the students. They will get good education, which prepares them for the future. So by learning or gaining these skills, teachers can overcome these obstacles that I mentioned before and provide better learning experiences. So let's know these challenges together. And now we can start with Ali again. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Abraham. So let's discuss some of the challenges faced by teachers nowadays. Uh, First, tech integration. Okay, what do you mean by challenges related to tech integration? Like teachers face challenges with limited training and resources to effectively teach tech awareness. They find no training. And keeping lessons updated with the fast changing technology is difficult. Yeah, let's agree that technology every day changes. So how can they do that? And another challenge is diverse learners or learner needs. Students have varying skills, making it tough to teach interviewing skills and email writing. Every student has a very different skills. So it's make it difficult for teachers or to teachers to do that. Balancing academic content with practical skills adds complexity. To balance two things, any two things, you find something complex. Okay, and here the point: balancing academic content with practical skills, very complex. Okay, and high workload. Heavy workload leaves little time for focusing on practical skills that interviews and email writing. Okay, so heavy workload leave no time. There is no time for practical. Okay, so for practical skills or practical job or work to do. Okay, and lack of resources also and support for these specific skills increases stress. With no resources, you don't know what to do, and you don't know what to do, you will be stressed. And high expectations and recognition. Teachers are expected to teach a broad range of skills, often without adequate support or recognition. By the way, high expectations, I think it's a global issue of anything. And there is pressure for students to excel in communication and tech skills, which are crucial for their future. Also, students, when they are pressured or something like that, it's very, very hard to do that. And last thing, need for support. Teachers need ongoing support and training to stay updated and effectively teach these skills. Every one of us need to be supported, especially teachers in this field, because it's really a new one. So teachers need to be supported in this field and to be trained as well. A supportive environment helps teachers share strategies and manage these challenges better. A supportive environment can do anything in the world. When you are supportive, as we hear with Rilo Cairo and Dr. Wala, we are supportive 24/7 with Dr. Wala and Dr. Amira. We can do anything. There is nothing impossible here because of our supportive tutors and also our supportive colleagues. All of our colleagues here are really supportive with us. So it's a key to do anything to be in a supportive environment like we have, luckily, here in Rilo Cairo and AUC School of Continuing Education. So those are challenges faced by teachers, and now challenges faced by learners with Isra. Isra, the floor is yours.
Okay, now we are introducing challenges faced by learners. We have 5 challenges here. Number one, number one, lack of awareness. The modern world is changing and growing rapidly. And so we have a lack of awareness. Students don't know, they know about the traditional courses, but they don't know about the specialized courses or skill development or anything that will build new skills in us or in the students. Challenge number two, lack of skill-based education. The educators should know two things: what is the current demand of the industry and how it can be implemented in classrooms. The challenge number three is lack of clarity about career. Students are ignorant about their own career preferences. They don't want or they don't know what is their preferences, what they want to do or do for living. They need to start thinking about what exactly is their career path 5 years or 10 years down the line and work according to that. Number four is planning for higher education. There are more than 100 courses outside the traditional course. People have always changed their career at some points of their lives. Planning for education or for higher education now is a must. It's a must nowadays. Okay, number five, or the last one, is funding for higher education. This is the most difficult challenge that is faced by students: how to fund their education. In the last decade, higher education has become expensive throughout the higher institutions or colleges. So this is the most challenge. This is the most challenge they face in their learning. The next one, we have some challenge. We have some strategies to do that. Number one, um, some solutions to challenges. Digital classrooms and teacher exchange programs. Digital classrooms, some schools have successfully managed in providing technology to that. Number one, they provided and introduced the tablets and the smart boards, making lessons more interactive and engaging for students. Then teacher exchange programs allowing teachers to visit other schools and learn different teaching methods have been effective in sharing knowledge and experiences. The next one. Now let's move to implementing strategies. Workshops. We need workshops to organize regular sessions on topics like interview skill, email writing, and teaching awareness to empower teachers. It's a really important implement for strategies. Number two, mentorship programs. Pair experienced teachers with new ones to guide them through new teaching strategies and tools. By focusing on these strategies, schools can help teachers become more effective and knowledgeable about the new methods and skills. Okay, now it's done.
Okay, thank you very much. So, with the conclusion, let's wrap up what we have spoken about today. To thrive in modern education, teachers need skills like critical thinking, communication, and tech proficiency. However, limited resources, heavy workloads, and a need for more support create challenges. Students also struggle with awareness of opportunities and financial barriers. By providing targeted training, better tech access, and encouraging collaboration, schools can help teachers overcome these challenges and better prepare students for the future. So that was our presentation today. Let's move. Okay, now it's a Padlet. Try to write your feedback and your questions, if possible, in the Padlet. Here is the QR code, and I will send you in the chat box the link for those who cannot use the QR code scanner. Okay, just a minute.
And WhatsApp now. You can to go.
It's
Ali,
on.
would you please share it here so we can see that people
Okay.
are writing. Thank you.
It's on WhatsApp now, and here in the
It's on
chat
the
box.
chat box.
It's on both. So Abdurrahman, I will make the ones. Okay, let me share my screen. Abdurrahman, stop your screen. Stop sharing your
Okay.
screen. Okay, thank you. Okay. Muhammad Wael, thank you very much. Thank you, Muhammad Wael. Minatullah Draini, so catchy and colorful PowerPoints. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Ron Ashraf, representation. Good job, guys. Thank you. Thanks a million. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else want to share anything?
Don't be lazy, guys.
No, wait,
Last
just
time
wait
we
for
meet.
1 minute. It's fine.
Yeah.
Give them the time. Just
Yes.
1 minute.
Maha Mustafa, great presentation. Good work. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a million. Birth presentation, Maha Mustafa. Thank you very much. Aneen, great presentation. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. All of you are great. Trust me. Thank you very much. Sorry, so creative PowerPoint. Thank you, Isra. Isma Khalid, great presentation, organized. Thank you, Mahmouda. I was perfect and very informative. Thank you, Mr. Junior. Thank you. Mahmoud Sami, the PowerPoint is amazing. I love the colors. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
This is so catchy one. Like I feel after the because you are the fourth team, so I said maybe I'll be bored because this is the fourth one, the last one. But you surprised me.
Thank
Really.
you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
All
you.
all the thanks for my colleagues Abdurrahman and Isra. Without them, I couldn't do anything. They were really hard workers yesterday. Thank you very much. And
You're welcome. Like you manage everything, and like even if there is a problems,
thank
I really want to express it because this is like I said maybe something is original, but you do something really great. There's problems with you. There is like also maybe I said my point. Maybe just you will do it, so you will manage it. But you did so great. You manage it. Just the follow up part maybe is not because the data and internet not be so quick, but really a cute one, powerful, catchy, and also I love the photos of the people, the PowerPoint. There are the people
Mhm.
and flower. I love it. It is so great job.
Thanks a
Congratulations.
million. Thanks. And that's what we had today. If anyone have or has any question or anything to like to add, please write it now in the Padlet. If no, so we have
Your internet, Ali.
Okay, Abdurrahman, you can take the
Oh.
floor.
Okay, thank you guys for listening to us.
Dr.
I
Ola,
hope.
it's done for me.
Yes,
Yes,
I
Ali,
think we have
we're here.
finished. I think we have finished. Ali said everything. Thank you guys for listening to us. I hope you enjoyed our presentation. And now you can have feedback from you, Miss Colette.
Yeah, of course, I will share the feedback later on. But now it's time for questions. If other teams want to just share their feedback or comments rather than the Padlet comments, or if they have any other questions for you, the floor is for the other groups. Mhm.
Yeah, I can say something. I really like the smooth transaction between the members. Like they flow like water without interruption. I really also like the examples that Ali said. Yeah, it was very illustrated. I can say. Overall, like the team really did a great job. They faced like a lot of challenges, but they faced it bravely, and they introduced us to a great presentation.
Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you so much. I told you yesterday when we have that struggle in the team, I said the team that is always facing problems and working together, they will provide us with the best presentation. Do you remember?
Yes,
It's
Yes.
out of my experience
that was a
as you see.
challenge.
And
We-
also, I'm expecting a lot from Rafat and Ahmed Mu'tamid as well. Um, I believe in you guys.
Thank you.
I believe that you will never let me down. Thank you so much. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Okay, now it's time to do the self-reflection, but we will postpone the self-reflection after
Group 3.
just giving the floor to Ahmed Mu'tamid and Rafat. So you can have the self-reflection for team 4 together, the first part and the second part. Okay?
Okay.
Great job. First part of the group 4 here. Let's hear now from Rafat. Are you here? Ahmed, are you here?
I'm here, doctor. Yes, I'm here.
Sorry. Thank you, Dr. Amira. Thank you so much. Okay. I would. Are you ready now? Do you need more time to get ready, or you're
No,
ready?
are
No, already, doctor.
Okay. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
good morning, everybody, and welcome to my presentation. Inshallah, today my topic is how to empower 21st century teachers' skills. I have divided my presentation into three main parts. Before starting, and first of all, if you have any question during my presentation, feel free to ask and interrupt me. My team is Ra'fat Tariq and Ahmed Mu'tamad, and today I'm going to start by a small introduction. The introduction, something like our children's needs. We all know that our children needs may vary from food and drink to some complicated needs like some activities required in learning process and how to meet their needs and 21st century skills like problem solving and critical thinking. I will have covered all those before the last of the session, inshallah. Our objective today is something like to boost student motivation and improve vocabulary and equip teachers with technological skills to enhance classroom instruction, motivate students to utilize or use AI tools for personalized learning. So I am going to start and move on to the main point. Some 21st century challenges that may face teachers like technology integration, diverse student needs, student engagement, and professional development. And I can move on to Muhammad Wael. I can move on to the another slide to start with the strategies. The first one, the case of students' low motivation and poor vocabulary, how to motivate students and learn new vocabulary. The first strategy here is to use gamification to increase motivation. Because incorporating learning platforms such as Kahoot, it may make an atmosphere of fun and competition and learning at the same time. For example, we can create a weekly vocabulary challenge where students play games to earn points. At the end of the month, we can reward the top students. Implementation, we can dictate just for about 10 to 15 minutes of every lesson to engage in games like vocabulary flashcards. And I focused on flashcards because they are children, so it's a suitable strategy for them, or word puzzles, and we can also add crosswords to these. The second one is integrating real world context, is because I see that students may find it boring and they may find it non-relevant and they lack motivation when they don't see the relevance of learning. They may ask themselves, why do I learn this? Why do I learn that? Why do I learn those? And the solution here is to integrate real world context. For example, if I teach a student about environment or global warming, I may choose some words or some vocabulary related to the topic, not far away the topic. So the next slide is about Muhammad Wael. The next slide is about how to implement this strategy. I think pair vocabulary and discussions and debates are also related to our real life simulations. The third one is professional development for teachers, and it provides a training on differentiated instructions to help teachers use different methods to engage students. And this may help the students to get rid of their boredom during the lesson to make a student focused. For example, a workshop on how to design engaging and relevant activities for student, like what we have already done at the camp, offline camp or the summer camp. And another trick here is parents awareness and motivation, because when a student know that you have follow up with their parents, they may be motivated. And example, send newsletters to parents with activities they can do with their children. For example, if your children is weak at some points of grammar, you may inform their parents. Uh, and they can follow with them. The next slide is keeping up with technological advancements, because we are in the era of technology. We are in the 21st century. We are in the 2024. We cannot depend or rely on the traditional ways of teaching. We can use a lot of aids and methods, and I have focused here on continuous professional development and the technology integration teams. And I mean by technology integration teams that we have teams dedicate their time to teach teachers themselves how to use technology and delete technology integration efforts, and offering support to other teachers. We have also leverage online resources, like we can use Coursera and edX because it's flexible. You can join any course at any time, anywhere, it doesn't matter. So examples here, Google for Education offers a range of professional development. So the next slide will be about the encourage peer learning, establish a system where savvy teachers can mentor colleagues. And peer learning for me is important, because I may learn new something from my partner, not just my teacher. So, for example, create a simple guide on how to use platforms like Google Classroom, so parents can help. If you are busy, if you have some circumstances, parents know well what to do and when to do that and how to do that. The next slide is um, lack of common understanding and strategies in classroom. I think it's a challenge that may face teachers, not students or parents. Collaborative professional learning communities, PLCS, establish regular meetings where teachers across the school can share strategies, align goals. It is something like we can have a meeting and discuss our strategies that we use in classroom, and that may help each other to keep pace with the technology, and to keep pace with the strategies, and to know more from ourselves. For example, a group of EFL teachers can meet weekly to discuss the challenges of developing common teaching, and simultaneously they may expose themselves to other situations and have brainstorming to find a solution, and they may enhance problem solving and critical thinking. So the next slide will be about developing students 4C skills. 4C skills like critical communication, collaboration, creativity skills, critical thinking. The first one, problem-based learning, PPL. Encourage critical thinking by using real-world problems. Like students need to solve a problem in groups, and fostering both collaboration and creativity. And I can add there the spirit of communicative learning. It is something like communicative learning and task-based learning, TBL. And for example, assign students a project where they must create a campaign to promote sustainability in their school, incorporating research, presentation, and design. How to implement this? We can use digital collaboration tools like Trello or Google Docs. It's Google Documents. for group projects. Professional development is to train teachers on how to integrate the 4CS or 4C skills into their lessons, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, creativity, and we can apply that easily if we have applied what I have told a few moments ago. So what about the next slide? Okay, to utilize technology for creativity and collaboration. When I talked about we are living in the era of technology, I do not talk about using technology in general and without goal or without aim. I use technology for a specific aim, and its creativity and collaboration, and introduce tools like Canva, Adobe Spark to foster creativity, because instead of making students memorize some vocab about global warming, they can design a poster on Canva, and they can make or put or incorporate those words into the poster. For example, in a lesson or on a communication, have a student work in groups to create an infographic or video using the Canva infographic like a poster. How to implement? Start by designing small group projects that utilize these tools, and you can start by telling them how to use Canva. It's a zero start. And parents' awareness here is so important. So create workshops for parents that shows the importance of 4C skills, because parents may not understand your idea or may not get to your clue. Okay, so next slide is technology tools. I think it's role for but I will leave him the floor. And thanks for your listening to me. If you have any question, I'm so happy and ready to answer them.
Thank you, Ahmed Mu'tamid. I will complete this presentation. The camera is open or not? Can you see me?
Yes, yes, we can see you well. Lovely face, Rafat.
Thank you, Doctor.
Go
I
ahead.
will complete the technological tools and visual aids to employment structures. I think technological tools very important for the teacher or the learners to make the learning process more active. There is some example of technological tools, Kahoot, quizzes. For gamifying vocabulary learning and boosting motivation, I think the best program or application is quizzes or Kahoot. Another example, Quizlet, a digital tool for vocabulary building through flashcards and games. And I think it is the best way for children. I think it is more active and engagement. Number three, Nervo or Birdak, interactive platform. That is more interesting to make the interactive processes more helpful and engagement for the students. Number four, Google Classroom. Google Classroom, it is the best tool for managing research, assignments, and communication. As a teacher, we can communication with the student easily in Google Classroom or Amazon. Canva is the best way for students in this area. For creative projects like posters, if I need to make a poster as a student, I make it easily by Canva. And I make a Canva to make a presentation, by the way, for the students, for the teachers also. And videos enhance cooperation and creativity. I think Canva and Adobe Spark is the best tools to make the collaboration, is makes the process of education is more creativity. Another technological tool is Padlet. Padlet is a tool for real-time collaboration and organization. We can use Padlet to make a question feedback. We can take a feedback from our students or our teachers. I think it's the best technological tools and visual aids to implement strategies. We can go to the next slide. I think it is the best advice, recommendations. There are a lot of recommendations. Number one, students should be allowed to stay at the school they want to go. This could be close to their homes or not too far for security and economic reasons. I think that is the best we can make it in our mind to keep the learning process is more active. Number two, different instructional technological techniques should be adapted and providing various learning materials. Number three, a student teacher should try to improve on their communication skills and try, if possible, to understand other language. Number four, a student teacher should be called privately and be corrected, or the supervisor can use maturity in correcting them in the brains of students. Number five, student teachers should use different instruction techniques and provide various learning material for the students. Number six, student teachers should try to include discipline in his case. Next move. Number seven, a student teacher should establish a strong rapport with the mentor student teachers. Number eight, a student teacher should always consider what worked well, what could be improved, and how lesson learning can inform future teaching practice. Nine, a student teacher should take advantage of educational technology tools to enhance teaching effectively to make the learning process more effective. 10. Unique strengths and challenges of each student in the class must be recognized. 11. Effective classroom management techniques should be established to facilitate student success. I think that's more important. 12. A student teacher should also engage in activities that promote relaxation and stress reduction. I think activities is more effective in this area because it makes the learning process more active and we can make the learning is more fun, makes the education fun and education. 13. Student teachers should share experience, strategy, and resources to enhance effective teaching. The final one, a student teacher should mention organization and time management skills effectively. Conclusion, that
Can you hear us?
yeah,
I think
can
you
we
are
take it
facing. Yes, now we
back?
can. Yeah.
Yeah.